Spencer of Bodyshot Performance. This week's blog is all about whether mental health can cause physical pain. And it's a question I get asked a lot. It's a very good question as well. Sometimes there aren't any physical symptoms or reasons why we should be feeling a certain pain or discomfort in the body, but actually it can be traced back to mental unrest or poor mental health. And let me explain why. The sort of common physical symptoms that people complain about or have issue with tend to be things like back pain, low back pain, mid back pain, tension in the shoulders, neck pain, chest pain, difficulties breathing, those kind of things. And it's unsurprising then that they're linked to the back and the spine area, because that is where the central nervous system is. So we've got the spine, we've got all the nerves that run down the side of the spine. So it's not surprising in that sense that if we have problems with mental health, so maybe it's stress, anxiety, depression, burnout, bereavement, anything like that, then it might manifest itself physically. And often that's the first time people know there's anything wrong. They don't necessarily make the connection between mental health, but they understand that they have pain, they have discomfort, and it causes them issue. Now, as well as the central nervous system, we also have the peripheral nervous system, and that's 31 pairs of spinal nerves that come out through the vertebra in the spine. So the spine really is the kind of if you like, the command and control center, or certainly the method of communication from what's going on in the brain to the other parts of their body. So what do you do about all of this? Because these symptoms can feel very real, and there's a brilliant book which I will link to in the written copy of this blog for you, that talks about the connection between mental and physical health, and it's called All in the Mind. And I'll link to that because it talks very really about the sort of psychosomatic effect of mental health. But there's sort of three things that you could do straight away. One is find a way to quieten the nervous system. So meditation, fantastic way of doing that. Mindfulness, breathing, extremely powerful. But doing something, if you like, that conforms to a sense of heartfulness, so something you love, being with people you love, being out in nature, being with animals, doing something you really used to enjoy, like reading a good book or taking a bath. Something to quieten down the nervous system. And the second thing is probably the most important in some ways, which is to explore the underlying issues about why you might be feeling stressed, anxious, or depressed. And if that requires consulting a professional, like a therapist or a doctor or anyone else, then do that. I would strongly recommend that. And the last thing is really to try and take a load off. If you know you're under a lot of stress, then just try and take something out of your schedule that doesn't need to be done. Maybe you can outsource some of those tasks, maybe some of the family can help you, maybe you have a conversation with someone at work. But if you are starting to feel some of those physical symptoms and you just can't put it down to any particular cause, just explore how you're feeling mentally, because it could be that that's actually what's causing the pain. That's it from me. As ever, if you've got questions, send them to me, Leanne at bodyshotperformance.com, and I'll come back to you. And I'll link to that book in the hard copy of this blog. See you next week.